Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you have already, then you know I love you. So today, what we're going to talk about is vinyl groups. Now these are something that are going to make your overall design so much easier to make, and so much more fun as well. But to start with, I want you to jump over to dafont.com. Now this is a free share website where there are lots of free fonts, and I want you to have a look around there for something simple that you're going to start off with. So, once you've chose your font, you can see here that I've gone for something that's quite geometric, repeated shapes. It makes life a lot easier. So you can see it's a lot of copying and pasting, just moving it around. I think it's best to start with something like this before you move on to something a little more complex. I will get onto that. I'll show you how I do it. You can see the time frame that it sort of takes as well, compared to sort of the amount of layers as well. You can see there just repeated triangles at the bottom, and there you go, something simple like that. Highlight it all, create a layer group, you've got it ready to slap on your car as soon as you're ready to go. Then we can start moving on to something a little bit more complex, which is something like this. Now, for the purposes of this video, I have done this in reverse. So I've deleted my layers, recorded it, and reversed my video just for ease here. So the background isn't actually something you'd start with. What I would start with first is my foreground. I'd choose my letters, I'd see how they're going to shape. I'd then make my background to suit that, group that, which is going to be the blue one here, paste another layer behind it, scale it up, make that black for the outline. So this MP here that you can see me making is what I would have started off with. And don't get me wrong, this is not how I finished my product straight away. Progression is something that I'm a big believer of, and that's something I'm going to touch on in my next video, and I will give you a bit more in depth about that. But it basically just means do not finish with your first design. Although you might like it, save it, go into it, play around with it a bit more, save that version, save another version, and then once you've made 3 or 4 or 5, go back, look through them and see which one you think's the best. Because mine did not have these drops on when I first made it, and neither did it have the break in the P that makes this, sort of brings it all together. But yeah, as I say, progression, keep at it guys. Who knows, it might be the first one you like the best, it might not be. So this next trick that I want to show you is something that I use quite regularly and has saved me a lot of legwork. If you pull a vinyl shape up, for example, I'll pull a triangle up here. There we go, this one. So if you wanted this mirrored, it's quite easy. All you would do was you would go to the size and you'd pick either the X or Y, and you'd take them to the minus digit of what you're at, and you can see quite easily there it's mirrored. Now if you're doing this with grouping vinyl shapes, and you've made something like this sort of half skull kind of thing here that I've made, if you change the size of that, all it does is rotate it. As you can see, if I spin that round, it's still the same side. Now, quite a good trick, I would say, that I use it all the time. Load up a car, load in your vinyl group on either the left or right hand side. I'll just scale it down just so you can see there, but normally you want to leave it the same size because this makes life a lot easier. Bob round to the other side, apply all from left or right, whichever it is. Do not change the size right there, just go straight to save layer group. Now you're going to save this as a different name, and then you're just going to exit without saving. Completely, pie it off. Go back into your vinyl groups. Now you can see you've got two halves. Now the reason when I noticed this is when I'd make one side and I'd flip it all around and all my logos would be back to front, and I'd think, God, that's annoying. But it has a purpose, guys, so just look for the cloud with silver lining. I think that's the main thing here. But as you can see, you can sort of drag that over, group them together, and there you go. There's your layer group. You've saved yourself a lot of legwork. So when you're looking to make yourself a character or a little face or something to go on with it, try and pick something symmetrical, because as you can see here, it's going to make life a lot easier. I keep saying life a lot easier, but when you're making decals, that's what you want. I mean, some of the layers groups that I've made, 1600 layers, that's a lot of shapes to put down. You want to make your life easier. And By the way, guys, do not think by any stretch of the imagination that I got to this stage straight away. This is my first design, or one of my first designs, one that I was proud of, put it that way. Yeah, not the best. Anyway, guys, if you like my video, remember to drop me a like. If you like my channel, remember to drop me a subscribe. New videos coming very soon, I promise. And thank you very much, guys. It's really appreciated. See you later. Bye.